Hey guys, this is video reflection number 6 for chapter 6. This week, our discussions were mostly revolved around the topic of social deviance, which was interesting for me, because, excuse me, it's something that is within our society that I never, I guess, thought of as a sociological term, which is many different concepts that I've learned about in this course so far that I already knew, but I never knew of, like, the sociological term. And it's kind of defined as breaking any, like, social norm that we have in society, or, like, rule. Like, chewing with your mouth open, or like farting in public, which I mean everybody does, but and it's kind of crazy to think we have these like social rules that we have to like abide by in public, or else we're seen as like not monsters, but looked down upon because you didn't follow that rule, and like, wow, you're stepping outside of the box or outside of this rule, and yikes. Anyways, another one was social cohesion, which is like how people relate to each other or like interact on like a day-to-day basis, which was interesting because obviously we do this like every day, with either at school, at work, at home. For me, I kind of connected it to my workplace, because in the beginning of the year I wasn't really close with any of my coworkers, and I was like, I'm never going to be friends with them. Like, it's just going to be this awkward everyday interaction because we won't get to know each other. Excuse me. But eventually, as the year went on, we got closer and closer, and some of my coworkers and I have like gone out after work and hung out. I mean, 3 of them came with me to came to my tattoo appointment with me, so you can see that our relationship has grew and we're more comfortable with each other, and now our day-to-day interactions are more natural in a sense because we're comfortable with each other. So yeah. And another thing that we talked about was just how these another thing that I read about in the book was egoistic suicide, which is suicide that occurs when one is not well integrated into a group. For me, this has happened to me many times. Obviously, we change friends groups often. Back when I was in high school, I was in this group that I was just kept staying in because I didn't want to be, a loser or whatever, didn't have any friends. So I just let these people kind of mess with my head and bring me down because I didn't want to be seen as like an outcast or not have any friends, which I did have other friends, but I just saw these people as my best friends because they included me or talked to me or whatever. It was stupid. And those people are not evil, but just not the nicest. But again, most of these terms or concepts I knew on my own or as common sense, or just with living in our society, I've picked up on, or I picked up these habits or seen people do it so many times. It's like, oh, that's what that is. But I never connected it. I never knew the sociological term until now, which interests me a lot. So yeah, that's it. See y'all next week.